I wanted to get into the Manti Teo documentary.
Big Teo.
The biggest reason is because we had started to talk about it like 2 shows ago, I think, but we never like actually got into it.
Big Teo.
So Manti Teo, I'd never heard of him before.
Which is wild.
At all.
Which is crazy.
Polynesian.
Facts.
Right? He was a football player, went to Notre Dame.
Big deal.
Yeah.
Big deal.
He was a big deal.
Big deal.
He was all head and heart.
Projected to go, I think, first pick in the draft.
Yeah. What round? I think he ended up going in the 30s.
Yeah, he went late in the draft.
So basically, there is this really cool type of documentary floating around on Netflix,
That's
and it's like a series.
It's a series, yeah.
So it's not just him; it's like a bunch of other stories. Yeah. So anyway, he has a documentary.
Big facts.
And it talks about how he basically got catfished.
That's the fact.
Rell, this story was crazy.
It's great.
I was like, okay, so I'm going to tell you, before I watched this guy that I follow on Twitter, Dustin Ross.
Big Dustin.
Yeah, he has a podcast called The Friend Zone, which I love. So he was like, he was like, I watched the Manti Teo documentary and I just I couldn't stop laughing. And so I'm like, I want to watch this. So I watched it and I could understand what he meant because it was so crazy.
It was wild.
So basically what happened was he gets catfished. There was this other Polynesian guy. I think he lived in Cali though. And, he created this fake persona.
Yep.
A whole fake thing. Now I'm going to tell you something. I know a little bit about, fake personas online. You know, I'm a woman, so I have, homegirls and friends and, every now and then, you could have like a shared fake page.
I like that.
But this is nuts, okay? He built a whole fake family.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, it wasn't fake. Some of them were his actual cousins.
That's weird.
Because he used the girl's picture that he went to school with.
Right.
So he just added some of his cousins for family members. So that's why when he was reaching out to people, they were like, yeah, I know her.
But my thing is, why would she put that you're my cousin on there if we didn't know each other? Okay. So you have fake...
No, you're right. It was the fake family. It was a fake family. Yeah, you're right.
He had a whole fake family, but then he would add friends that didn't know, his family that didn't know her.
Yeah.
And weird. So anyway, Manti gets caught up in this.
Yeah.
All right. So, it started off as just I guess this person was doing this to a lot of people, but she would eventually know that it came to an end.
Yep.
But Manti was so sweet.
She fell for him.
Yeah, but this is a dude. It's really a dude.
A dude, yeah.
So he... What is wrong with us? It's not even that funny, but it is.
Big dude vibes.
And he's Samoan, so he looked before he didn't, but now he looks like a sumo wrestler with a wig on. I don't even know if it's a wig. It could be his real hair because he's, their Polynesians have that beautiful, hair. So
nah, it's his. Definitely his. It's his. It's a great. If you didn't watch it, you should go watch it. It's a great. It definitely had me on the edge of my seat, but I lived through that, so it wasn't I knew what was coming, but it was just kind of like the Jesus play. But
when you went through it, did you
you didn't know the behind the scenes workings, what was happening behind the scenes.
So did you just think yo, this is crazy?
Yeah, they're saying he made up this fake girl, she was just fake. She never existed. You know what I'm saying? But that's how they gave it up. So they now, at least I never got the conclusion of whatever happened.
Full story.
He just kind of disappeared.
It just broke my heart because he has so many dreams and aspirations. He worked so hard.
She should have cut it off the first time she had it. There was a period where they weren't really talking. They were breaking up. You know what I mean? He was, they were kind of just doing
their thing. They were set, they were drifting apart.
She should have just cut it then. You know what I'm saying? But she opened it back up.
Wait, I want to get a little bit deeper because this is weird. So they were like, he had never met her before.
Never.
Every time that he would want to do like a little video chat or something, like the screen would get scrambled.
Big facts.
You know, he had a little sister who was in on the joke. That was the only thing that said saving grace, but she was like a kid. So like sometimes she would pick up the phone. So that was like at least another person.
Yeah.
But
he had, and then it was him as the girl, but then it was him as himself playing like the girl's brother.
Brother.
Yeah,
now
brother.
That's how you know there's like, is anybody in here?
But I don't even know. It was just like, yo, this was back in what, 2009?
12.
No, 12. Yeah. So like this, you know, it wasn't out like, you know, maybe people were getting catfish back then, but like it wasn't popular like it is now.
Real.
So like, you know, and he just
crazy.
really wanted to come out, but he couldn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so and that's the other backstory is the guy is, you know, he's gay.
Yeah.
And he did want to, like, he was in the closet.
And he wanted to come out. He just couldn't. It was a lot happening.
But it's still like, because like it's still crazy because he was playing multiple roles. He was playing the girl, got his little sister in, but then was playing the brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to the fake page.
The girl voice was wild.
I was about to do it, but I ain't even going to
do it. Don't do it. No, I don't want to get killed. Don't do it. The girl voice was wild. You know what I'm saying? Then it was a part in the joint where they were like, they brought the actual guy on. Yeah. They were doing the interviews at the end, and they put the guy in a little studio and was like, yeah, do the voice.
Because they was like...
He's like, nah, I really gotta...
I gotta prepare. They had to put the lights down. It was a whole process.
Yeah.
And he had Manti. Like, his voice, it changed because he had a deep voice. Manti.
Cancel culture, here we come.
No, but it gets weirder. So Manti had never met the girl, whatever. But look, like in the year of like dating online, I can definitely like I've been there where like you haven't met someone, but you build a bond with them, right? Talk on the phone, but at least you could do video chat. But like talk on the phone and stuff like that or whatever. I've been catfished once. I remember this dude tried to hook me up with somebody, like a friend of mine I work with. I was like 19 or something.
Right.
So, but he was doing it. He was a hater. So he's like, oh, yeah, I know this guy or whatever. Y'all would be great together. So I exchanged my number and we started talking on the phone. He seemed really cool, right?
Right.
So my friend, I was like, yeah, let me go to his house. My friend brings us to his house. Bruh couldn't even get up off the couch. He had to been about 5... No, he had to been about 500 pounds.
If I can't see you before, why we in the talking stages, then this will never go anywhere.
I was so afraid. I like texted her, like she didn't even leave the apartment complex. And I texted her like, yo, you got to come get me. That was a catfish. I didn't even know what catfish was back then.
Sorry. I'm listening. I just had to, sorry.
Oh, I was like, oh, what's going on?
Games are starting. I just had to,
Oh my gosh.
Had to get right. Got to make sure my team is right. But go ahead.
No, you're fine. So, anyway, so he had never seen her. But like I'm saying, like I can understand how you can build a bond like just off of the phone and talking.
Yeah, I mean, they was talking all the time, internets and phone calls, so they were talking all the time. So it was easy. It was just she took it to like crazy levels. She died, came back, died again
for 3 years.
Yeah.
So then this is what would piss me off though. His grandma really died.
Yeah, and then she died the same day. Don't hi, we can't laugh because
this fake.
I know, but this ruined his career though.
It
didn't ruin his career, but like, this really, you know what I mean? He cried in that doc. He cried.
He did, he won the winning game that day though.
Yeah, and he died. I mean, like, not him died, but like the girl he was talking to died.
The girl did.
And then he came out and said, yo, I did it for my girl.
And my grandma.
And she popped up back on the phone while he was at the beach.
No, wait. The brother's talking to him, and the brother's like, the brother is the bull, though.
Big facts.
That's what's crazy. And Manti
might be a little psycho. Not Manti, but the girl, the other boy. The girl, yeah, it might be a little.
Yeah.
Yo, it was a great movie. It was a great movie. But like I said, I lived through that period, but you never got to know like the backstory. But like she died, came back.
No, when he was like, Manti was like, he's all upset crying, and he was posing as another cousin, a girl cousin.
Yeah.
And then she was like, Manti, it's me.
All right, LaHi Jackson, you gotta relax.
Manti, it's me. Yo, when that part came, I cried. I couldn't stop laughing.
It's all a goal.
Because that's so scary. He literally, no. She, yo, shut up.
Come on, I thought that was
Manti. No, she got into a car accident.
Yeah.
That's what
happened the first time.
She got into a car accident.
And months later she passed.
No.
Wasn't it?
Then she got leukemia while she was in the hospital.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like,
then she passed. On the same day his grandmother passed. And then he played the great game, and then they interviewed him, and he basically came out and said, this is for my grandma and my girl that died. And then, like when you give the media a sad story, they run with that story. So everything after that was like, he played through his grandma dying, then his girlfriend died the same day. And then he goes to this beach to just release his mind, get right. He goes for a swim in the ocean, and the girl calls him, "It's me."
Manti, it's me. Yo, that's nuts.
And he's like, what? And hung up.
So he did what I tell dudes to do. Take a picture with a fork and a spoon in it so I know it's real. He tells her, I want a picture of you with
the date.
Yeah, the date.
I think the date and the time or something like that.
This person
contacts the girl whose picture she's using and tells her, hey, I need this picture from you.
I need you to do this.
Yeah. And the girl does it, and then she sends it to him, and then it's on and popping.
And now you gotta believe it, right?
Right. And then at this point, he's up for like the Heisman Trophy. They just won an award. He don't know if he should tell somebody like, yo, the girl that I thought was my girlfriend died. She's not dead, but she's really alive, and she's on my ass. It's crazy. So eventually he doesn't win the Heisman. Some reporter gets note that, she's never been real. It's a fake story. The reporter digs in, they do research. It all comes out like, she's never been real.
It makes him look like a liar.
Fact.
And I hate that. He was supposed to be in the first round pick or whatever.
His joint dropped tremendously.
So like 38, I think.
Big facts. Yeah.
And it was just sad, you know what I mean? And then this person had to come out to like their family. They were ostracized. He ended up moving to like French Polynesia or I don't know, somewhere. Not Manti, but the bull.
Yeah. And I don't think they talked ever again to this day.
They never, and to this day, Manti didn't know that person was now like trans. Mm-hmm. So he was finding out what another surprise.
Hey, look, man.
What another surprise. Imagine pulling up the doc. You're like, what the heck?
Yo,
catfished again.
It's tough out here, man. That was a good one though. That was a good one.
Right. Yeah. So my thing is, at the end of all of this, it's me. Manti, it's me. Do you feel like Manti was stupid?
No.
I don't think so either.
Yo, there's a whole show called Catfish. People got to stop act like this show doesn't exist. It's a real thing. People get catfished every day. Like, you're sending these photos of you to me, and that's not even you, but the conversations we're having, I'm matching it with the photos, like we're vibing, like, we connect. And it's not, and we might actually connect in real life. You're just not who you are, who you said you are. Now, if you sent me your photo from the jump, I might have been like, nah, bro, that's not me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But then I might have talked to you and might have been like, you know what? I can get past your features. Your personality is bomb.
Facts.
We should hang.
Facts. See, now I feel bad about telling that story about the 500-pound man, but the thing for me was like, you never let on that you like were heavy at all.
Wait. That's gonna sound bad because I was in the same room with you, but I didn't hear anything about a 500-pound man.
Bro, that's because you was on your phone. I was saying one time I was catfished. Today, Rell told me before we started pod in that I've had the best and worst life ever. I was like, I swear all these stories is true. I was trying to tell you that one time this dude that I work with was like trying to hook me up with somebody, but he was a hater. So he hooked me up with this dude, was like, I think you guys would really like each other. So we talk on the phone and get to know each other. And I went to go like meet him and he could barely get up off the couch because he was 500 pounds.
I didn't hear the 500 pounds part. I thought he didn't have legs.
That's what you said. Yeah. Why? And I was like, no. Why wouldn't he have legs?
He was just 500 pounds. He had a good heart, LaHi.
No, and he was mean. And then when I stopped wanting to talk to him, and whatever, you're like, I'm a teenager. Yeah. Stopped wanting to talk to him. He said he was going to put my phone number online so that people could call me. I was like, not my mom's number. I was like so afraid. I should say his name on here, but I won't.
Yo, please don't bring that type of smoke over here. I don't want no problem. Yeah, man.
That was like 20-something years ago. But anyway, but still, like I said, I can understand how you could be fat fish. I did not mean that. I meant catfish. Yeah. All right, last thing, because I know you got your fantasy.
Hey, man, I'm here. Fantasy's on. We good. We playing. We looking good right now. We looking good.
What team are you watching?
Right now it's the Saints and Tampa Bay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. Okay.
Me kind of, but not really.
I ate while I was here, and I'm still hungry. It's sad.
Store run?
Huh?
Store run?
Store run? When I leave here. I told you, I go to the store every single day. Never fails. All right, last thing. So my sister put up a status online. So Miley gets very upset.
Big Miley.
So she gets very like crazy about things.
Hey, question.
Yeah.
Is there a female version of the Q-Dogs?
Maybe the AKAs?
Oh, okay.
You know, because when the dogs are like, then the girls are like, ski, or whatever.
Ski?
Yeah.
Ski?
Squee. Yeah.
Are you allowed to say that?
I don't know, but I
gotta relax.
They be doing like whatever that they be in the back doing their dances or whatever. Okay. So they're like their sisters.
Didn't know if there was like a girl version of like the Q-Dogs.
Mm-hmm. I think it's AKAs. So Miley put up the status, and I told her I was going to put it on there. So she said, as a whole, I think women are done fixing plates for men at the family functions. It's one of the weirdest holdovers of sexism that may finally be fading away. Like, we're done with the expectation of plate fixing. And I laughed at this, but there were, and you know, some people, I'm not fixing no man's plate, la, 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 la.
I hate it here.
Some people were saying they didn't even know that plate fixing was a thing. Mm-hmm. And other people were agreeing. Now, this is my take on it.
Okay.
Because I'm a part of the problem. I'll fix anybody's plate. I believe, especially when you're in my home, that I'm fixing your plate.
Okay.
I'm fixing my nigga's plate, and I'm fixing my kid's plate. And I told Miley, off of this status, I got the urge to fix my niece a plate, like out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the thing is, I always used to look at that. Like, I've been in situations at family gatherings where I'm like, I feel like it's a responsibility, like I feel special, like, fix your grandmom's plate or your pop-pops, or like going to church functions, you'd have to fix like the pastor and his family's plates.
Never fixing a pastor plate.
So in my mind, that's what I was thinking. But my sister, I said that to her, and she said that's because girls are socialized into domestic roles. Now, if little boys were also running plates, I'd be cool with it. Work them kids. But it's like a thing of, so what do you think about plate fixing?
I think that plate fixing is fire. I think you should fix a plate.
So my sister also said, she was like, if we're home, that's one thing. Or like, whatever. She was like, if you're at someone's home, she was like, but if we're at a function where neither of us cooked, why are you sitting down waiting for me to fix your plate?
Because 9 out of 10, the function we going to is probably a function that you wanted to go to that I really didn't want to go to. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You probably mingling. Women mingle better than men.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you mingling, you already know people. Yeah, I mean, all the food's over there, da 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 da.
Right.
You know, you'll probably look back at me, yo, babe. What you want? What you want? You probably gonna ask me that, but you know what I want. You know what I eat, but don't eat. But you'll probably put your stuff on you know what I mean, my plate. Mm-hmm. So we'll probably just be eating, picking, you know what I mean? Picking off the same plate, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, that was a little wild. That's a wild take.
So, Rell, you get your plate fixed, don't you?
Do I get my plate fixed at, like, cookouts?
Anywhere.
50-50. Depends on what the situation is.
I don't.
Sometimes my plate will get fixed, and Nino will be like, hey, babe, what do you want?
Right.
Oh, what do they have? Da, da, da. Okay, cool. And other times she'll be like, hey, the food's over there.
Right.
There's that. You know, cool.
What about at home? Do you get your plate fixed at home?
Nina, she'll ask, she'll be like, hey, I made sada. Do you want me to make you a plate? Nah, I get it.
Okay.
So it don't really matter to me. I just think that, that's a wild take. We were having this discussion before we started the pod. There used to be a time and period where men would be like, yo, when I come through the door, the food better be on the table hot and spicy.
Right.
I'm talking about fresh off the stove, you know what I mean?
Right.
And that was a problem.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now, I might come in the crib and be like, yo, I just threw a couple chicken nuggets in the air fryer. Now that's a problem. Now, can't even get a plate made.
Right.
That's wild.
Can't even get a plate made.
That is wild.
I'm surprised, Rell.
Why are you surprised?
Because you're younger. So I think, like, with younger people, they're not carrying on some of those older traditions.
About getting a plate made?
Yeah, I feel like plate making is like an old school thing.
Yo, I feel like,
my cousin said, she was like, it comes from back in the day when a man was working hard. A good man was considered someone that was working hard, making the money so that you could get the food. You know what I mean?
Oh, not me.
And then the woman was a good woman that was staying home, making sure that he had good food to eat. And his plate was made. It was like how you kind of like thanked him for bringing in the money.
Yeah, it can go either or. I'll make your plate, or if I do something, or if I cook something, or if I set something up, or if I'm, somewhere we want to be. What you want? I get you a plate, put it together. Yeah, it go either way.
So do you make your wife's plate?
Yeah, I've made my wife's plate.
How many? Can you count on one hand, or you?
Plenty of times.
Plenty of times.
Plenty.
Okay.
Here in the Butler household, it goes either way. If you can't do it, I'm gonna do it.
Right.
If I can't do it, then you're gonna do it.
Right. And my sister said, I think her situation is similar, like where she's like, if there's like equality, then she's fine. But if there's like an expectation of her to make a plate, she just doesn't understand.
No expectation, but the equality is going to have you making my plate. That was crazy. That sounded wild.
You talking spicy. The equality's gonna have you make a plate.
No, it's equal. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on the vibe. Sometimes just, hey babe, they got so-and-so over here. Or sometimes my wife, she'll just even do it without us thinking, hey, I was already over there, so I made you a plate, brought it back. Yeah. Cool.
I am consciously making plates.
Yeah, you're a plate maker.
Yeah, I be making plates. I'm a part of the problem.
Yeah. But that's good though. Because that means that when you eventually get married, y'all go to a cookout. Hey, you relax, King. What do you want?
F these niggas. It's like, no, I'm joking. I was like, what does that sound? Your boys is getting busy? Oh.
Yeah,
who do you want to win? The Saints?
What
if you had players on both teams?
I do.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Fantasy football is interesting.
Yeah, you got to play one year.
I don't like football enough.
Nah.
The last time I watched football, Troy Polamalu was playing. Do you remember him?
I do. Long hair.
Yeah, because I remember opening
care.
up Patriot News and the whole spread
was his hair
and his body. Do you remember that?
No. But I only imagine.
It was like his whole body and it was just a bunch of hair. He was Polynesian.
Yeah, he was. He is.
Yeah.
Plate making.
Yeah.
Does your mom make your stepdad's plate?
Probably.
When you went to that cookout where your dad was eating the pork, did your stepmom make your dad's plate?
My dad was eating the pork. I'm dead. That was Miley's baby shower. No, but when we went to the cookout that I never got to talk to back.
Yeah, the Memorial Day cookout.
Yeah, Memorial. I made my dad's plate, and my stepmom was like, "Girl." But the thing was, I guess he was asking anybody that would listen, but he would only ask certain people.
Yeah.
Because he didn't want to get up. And I think that's the thing too. Like sometimes people can be a little shy, or whatever. They may not feel comfortable, like being put on the spot. But that's where this whole this thing kind of came from too, because well, I'm not going to share that. Never mind.
Nah, don't do that. That's too personal.
Yeah,
Too
not
personal.
it wasn't about my dad or anything, but it was just like about some other situations that happened at that cookout. But anyway,
Yeah.
I think like there were multiple situations where men were looking for women to make plates.
Nah, that's nasty. No equality there.
I know, and I'm just like,
No equality.
and I was like,
there.
I wouldn't even want. My sister was like, well, if they had little boys making plates, and I'm like, I don't even want a boy to make my plate because you're not going to put all the things on there that I want and need.
Maybe.
That's terrible.
What's terrible?
That's terrible that I
That-
feel like that. But
I
it's
mean,
the truth. They
I'm
put all the
proud-
sides on there or all meat, no sides. Like, I just feel like, and maybe that is because women are socialized to be like that. Like, we're more thoughtful of like, okay, let me get a little bit of this, the things that they like to eat.
Yeah, I just think it just happens that way. No? Like, my mom made my plates.
It's a societal construct, Rel, for sure.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
That's a fact. It just, those things exist.
He said, my mom made my plate.
She did. My dad made my plate. My mom made my plate.
Okay, I wanted to ask you that. So when you were growing up, did you see your mom making plates? Like making your dad's
I've
plate?
seen my mom make plates. I've seen my dad make plates. Grew up in a very, hey, if you don't do it, I'm going to do it. If I don't do it, then you're going to do it.
It seems like your parents were like really good friends.
Teammates, yeah.
Yeah,
They
like
worked
a
as
team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I never really seen it like one way.
Yeah.
Seen them both do both. They both did it.
Right.
So that's why it's always just like, oh well, you don't do it, I do it. But if you do it, I do it. You do it, and either way.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm not the guy that expects a plate to be made for me.
Right. And that's
Not
what
that
the
guy.
difference is. There
Yeah.
are men out here that are expecting a plate to be made.
Yeah, I don't expect a plate to be made for me.
Yeah.
No plate. I don't need a plate made for me. Just pop something in the air fryer real fast. So yeah, I'm good.
Right.
Yeah. I'm a simple guy.
I want a plate right now. I'm so hungry. And that's all I got for you folks.
Hey man. Well, we blessed your timeline again. We'll roll the dice. We'll see you when we see you.
That's
That
terrible.
sounded crazy. Hey, you guys keep supporting like you're supporting. You might see us a bit more often out this piece. You feel me?
Big facts.
But yeah, man, we'll be around. We'll catch you when we catch you. Stay off the internets.
Stay off live.
Yeah.
Stay off the lives.
She had no big ass glasses on.
Yo, you keep trying to slay me.
No, that's funny.
Overall, though, I will say it was good though because they was dog dragging people on those lives. So mine wasn't as bad as others, but I still just was annoyed.
Hey, cuz she got these big ass glasses on. She can't even see. Yeah. I don't know why that's funny. That's funny.
So embarrassing.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So we gonna
Someone was like, they really fit your face really nice. Whatever. Just start snapping on everybody.
yeah, man. I don't got nothing else, man.
I don't either.
I'm tired. Your boy need a nap. I don't even hold you. But it's just 3. We're gonna holler at you, man. Y'all stay safe out there. Stay black. Keep it real. Keep it trill.
Yep.
Go on. We gonna holler at you, boys.
We outta here.
Yeah, I'll holler.